can't use his legs. So guess what? You don't get to put your feet down on the grid. So you can see the two helpers there holding the bike, and particularly in the wet, Andy has done some amazing things with that machine. Okay, watch the lights is the cry. Everybody's going to go off at once, even though there's three classes in this race. The revs rise, attention mounts, we're away. Josh Harvey away he goes, chased hard by Dowds and Weston as well, and the rest of them off.
Joe White's got a good. Joe White's got a good jump. He's into P4 in front of Jameson, which is what he needs. It's what he needs to do. Now, Josh Harvey is on a brand new set of old scrubs.
Yeah, good. Well, we laugh, but as he says, the lap record.
Well, I said to him yesterday, if you want that record, you're going to have to put some new tyres in. So he did. I saw on Facebook. He said, "Has anyone got any new scrubs?"
No.
That's great.
Well, we'll wait and see. That's quite a lap record, to be fair to Dan Singleton, I think, hold the lap record here, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Anyway, let's not worry about that. And I'll tell you the other thing I'm not going to worry about, to be honest, Matt, is the points, because this one's going to go down the last race at Donington, I reckon. Certainly the battle between Jamison White is turning into another one of those classic Thunderbike sport battles with Zach Weston leads Josh Harvey, Del Dowds, Joe White, Toby Finnis, Wilkinson, Jamison, Brown, Sims over the line.
I was watching Adam Jameson on the opening half of that first lap as Toby Finnis goes to the inside of Joe White, and that means that Joe White and Adam Jameson are locked together on the circuit now. But Adam Jameson, Ollie Sims went around the outside of him at Graham Hill Bend, but since then Adam Jameson certainly is at the inside of Joe White into Graham Hill Bend. That's a change of the race lead in the Thunderbike sport. Then there's Luca Wilkinson, Ollie Sims, and I think that's Ben Brown there starting to line up behind them as well.
Yeah, Ben Brown, of course, is leading the way for the Supertwins Championship.
Hand in the air there for Jordan Kilworth, unfortunately, so I suspect that Jordan will be a retirement from this race on bike number 158.
Yeah, he takes the back door into the escape route there, which is a great shame for him. Let's hope it's nothing too major and doesn't give Dad too much work to do. So, over at the front of the line, some good close racing coming across the line. They're separated by fractions of a second. Sims and Wilkinson, that was what I was going to say. They were literally elbow to elbow through here.
I think Ollie braked about 20 metres later than anybody else in the back.
I just wonder if his front brake's actually working the way
he was pushing on, wasn't he? But down in towards Paddock Hill Bend come the race leaders. Zach Weston has the advantage overall ahead of Josh Harvey. Then second in the Super Twins, third overall is Dell. Toby Finnis up next, and it's Adam Jameson and then Joe White. But the first of the Formula 400s are right there behind Joe White. That's Ollie Sims leading. Round onto Clark Curve, and we're coming up to now complete lap number 3 of this, what have we got, 12 lap race?
Yeah, no, all races today are 12 laps, apart from the power bike race, which of course counts towards the champion of brands. That's over 18 laps, we'll worry about that later.
These kids on the 400s, they're getting a little bit close to comfort there. Ollie Sims just about holds on to the advantage in the 400s, but both of these guys are on these ZX4R Kawasaki, so not much difference, if any, between bikes. It all comes down to the rider.
Another thing is going to come into play as well. They're already catching one of the back markers, so they're going to be on him very quickly. Obviously, it's a very slow back marker, so hopefully won't take too long to get past without any issues whatsoever. But they're going to be going past him another couple of times, I think, before the end of this race. Because as you said, 12 lap races, we're on into lap 4, and already that back marker is going to get swallowed up.
Just a quick one, Keith. The Formula 400s leading 2 are now through on Joe White. So Joe, he's still in second position in class, but he does drop 3 positions on circuit. But using the superior power of that 600, Luca Wilkinson goes to the inside. It's 3 abreast into Paddock Hill Bend, and they are coming up on that back marker as well. But it will be Luca Wilkinson who goes to the inside, as does Ollie and Joe White. Ben Brown goes to the outside, and that works in his favour because he makes up the position on Joe White into Druids.
And Josh Harvey takes the lead out of Druids into Graham Hill, so that'll give him a clean bit of track now to get out that record.
You know, psychologically, this is going to be a real nightmare for Joe White. He probably realises those bikes that have just gone past him are in a different class, but you're going to be beat past by 3 bikes in a lap, aren't you?
It's tough. It's tough leading the championship. The stress. I know this is club racing. This is club racing. He's a young guy. He's got a baby on the way. He's got so much going on in his life at this moment in time. So
I don't think people appreciate that. I've been in that position where I'm battling for a championship, and I don't think you realise the pressure. As you say, it's only club racing, but you still feel that pressure of the championship. You really do. No, I did totally. I've been in that position. All of a sudden, I couldn't ride properly. It's like, why am I finishing 8th when I should be finishing 2nd or 3rd?
Oh, I think we just had someone retire up onto the GP circuit around Surtees there. So
that's an interesting line. Well, I tell you what, we're here. You know what? Nobody else is using the circuit. Might as well go and enjoy it.
We're getting close to that lap record as well. We're 50.183, so we are 0.3, I think, off the lap record.
Thunderbike scored 49.4.
Oh wow, okay, we're way off 0.7.
Yeah, it's the same with the Super Twins as well. We're looking for a 49.2 or something, and that was Fenton Seabright, who you mentioned before. So,
yeah, good luck to Fenton if you are listening today. I know he's out in, 5 minutes in his Quattro Plant race Supersport for the first time.
Brilliant. I think he'll do very well indeed. He's a real talent, and proud to have his name on our leaderboard. So Harvey really is the class of the
49.991. He's getting there. He's getting there. Those new scrubs are working.
Honestly, you look at that time, you think, what could he do with a decent set of rubber?
I know. And look at the weather. This is not ideal weather. The track's cold.
It's still a bit of a cold track as yet, and it's not going to get too much warmer today. But as the wind has dropped today, at least we've not got that problem, which is good.
Yeah.
What little sun there is will hopefully heat the track. Formula 400 is still being led by Ollie Sims. He's having a really good weekend as well.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of distance between himself and Luca Wilkinson. Ben Brown is right there with him as well on a Daytona 660. Of course, Ben Brown fighting for the Super Twin Championship along with Dell, as Dell comes around clearways and onto Clark Curve now. So Josh Harvey then, he leads the way. Last time around it was 0.388 of a second over Zach Weston. This time around it's 0.317, because look who's coming. It's Toby Finnis with a 49.949. He is the quickest man in this race so far.
Oh wow, Toby Finnis is a new bike for Toby as well. I think he debuted it at
Donington, I think it was.
Yeah, they came out and played Donington, and he's obviously taken to it, really enjoying himself on that bike. He's second in class at the moment, and he's less than a second behind the leader, and he's closing him down just by a little bit. Again, we've still got 5 laps left in this race, guys, so he's got a little bit of time on his side.
Josh Harvey, for some reason, literally just stops in the middle of Surtees, and Zach Weston's gone around the outside of him. I hope he hasn't got a problem, because he really literally just came to a stop.
Somebody else retiring to the paddock there. Sorry, mate. Get through that in just a moment. Yeah, let's keep an eye on Josh Harvey there.
Look at the gap that Zach Weston's got on him. I mean, I think he just missed a gear. I think that's all it must have been. He just missed a gear going in there.
Toby Finnis is on him again. The gap is now half a second covering the top 3. So a quarter of a second between Zach Weston and Josh Harvey. Then a further 0.28 back to Toby Finnis. Dell Dow's 1.4 adrift from the leading trio. But as they go up towards Druids, we're going to try and pick them out, because they are deep into some of the tail enders. So Zach Weston, he's through on them, as is Josh Harvey. And Toby Finnis is up into 3rd position overall. Dell Dow's has been caught up by the tail enders here as he tries to find his way through.
Yep, he's definitely lost out in the old back marker shuffle there, unfortunately for him, and obviously they're good friends, Toby and Dell, so they'll be enjoying that race. But Toby Finnis definitely looking to go up a little bit further. Zach Weston will be enjoying leading this race. Obviously there's a lot of confusion with the back markers here at the moment. Simon Harvey just quarter of a second behind, though. 4 laps left in this race. Formula 400's comfortably led now by Ollie Sims. He's got around about a half-second gap or so, which in real terms is comfortable. Zach Weston now completes that lap 9. Josh Harvey, though, goes fastest overall in Sector 2 there.
The fight for the Formula 400 is just coming across the line now, and Ben Brown momentarily was in front of Ollie Sims, but Ollie's just later on the brakes and runs it up the inside, but Ben Brown gets the cutback. That's for on-track position, as Ollie Sims, again, late on the brake, just lays it over the nose of Ben Brown. Round Druids they go. Luca Wilkinson is right there with them and is looking for an inside pass as they drop down from Druids. Not quite close enough to make a challenge on Ben Brown, but Ollie Sims is so good on the brakes there, and it seems to be working for him at the moment, because he's got about 10 bike lengths between himself and Ben Brown as he go in towards Surtees.
Laps counting down very rapidly indeed. Just have a quick look and see who we've lost. It looks like Darryl.
And Josh Harvey's into the overall lead on Zach Weston going into Paddock Hill.
Great stuff there, and Toby Finnis has just lost touch now with the leading 2 of Josh Harvey and Zach Weston. I think there's a couple of laps to go, Keith. You're going to mention the retirements. I think it may have been
Rob Marley, I think, Farmworth and Kilworth, obviously, who you mentioned before as well.
Yeah.
Harvey there with a 49.879. Oh, wow, he really pulled the pin out to go past Weston there.
0.5 away, still half a second away. That's a big ask. Half a second is huge at this pace.
Yep, no, it absolutely is. At this pace, a couple of tenths is quick, so yeah, half a second, as you say. Long way.
I know what is going on. I couldn't see who that was.
That was the Luca Wilkinson just finding his way through on one of the tail enders. But right in the 400s, it's Ollie Sims going around the outside of 1, 2, and looking on the third. But that's Luca Wilkinson around the outside, and somebody will run off into the gravel trap, unfortunately. But Luca Wilkinson, that is a confident young man.
It is.
Yeah, the gravel trap runners kept it upright though. Hopefully they can spin their way out of there, but it's always hard digging your way through the gravel trap. So they're still upright. They're absolutely okay. So if you've lost your rider, don't worry.
And this is the difficult one because they're going into a left-hander, and the flags on the right is very difficult or very easy to miss the yellow flags as they come in here. Any overtaking moves, they're going to have to be mindful of what they're doing there.
No, absolutely. Very easy to make a mistake there.
We are on the last lap, and Josh Harvey, he has the advantage over Zach Weston as they go around clearways now and down through the dip onto Clark Curve. But it looks like Josh Harvey, number 11, may have enough in hand here, Keith.
Absolutely, those used scrubs, those brand new scrubs, are working very nicely indeed for Josh. He gets the fastest lap of the race. Well, can't blame him. He should have known that he was well ahead as far as the Thunderbike Sport goes. Looks like Thunderbike Sport win does go to Harvey. Weston takes the win in the Super Twins. Head of Toby Finnis, then it's Del Dowds who's third across the line. Fourth across the line, actually third across, and then it's Adam Jameson. Then Wilkinson gets the better of Sims on that. He really pulled it in, and only by fractions of a second actually, because we've got Wilkinson, Brown and Sims, two different classes, covered by literally a tenth of a second. Fantastic stuff between those three. Joe White does finish in third, so very much keeps his championship hopes alive. Sean Wallace in fourth there, picks up 13 points. So he's not completely out of this fight yet. But it's Morgan May, Terry Smith, and Parker, Donkersley, Egginton, McPherson, Priestley, MacArthur, and the rest.